In 2016, I started really taking a shift because I watch what the evil cabal does very closely. I watch their plan. I listen to them because they'll tell you everything they're going to be doing. There was a World Economic Forum meeting, and this is the research has been going back into the 90s, but they really started getting the groundwork laid around 2018 for their next big fourth revolution, which was the transhumanism agenda. So when I started looking at that, it didn't surprise me that we were heading in because, gosh, we've been fighting against 5G and all this other stuff for years and years and years and years. So we are an electromagnetic being. We are nothing more than vibration and energy. But when I started reading about how they wanted to connect our biofields to different types of networks, how they wanted to harvest energy from us, how they wanted to convert us into a cyborg by 2030, and just oh my gosh, basically say they want, in short, to create a synthetic world. Okay, so that means full control over the synthetic agriculture through it's basically through genetic modification, because even with the nanotechnology, they're still ultimately modifying your body into something that's not natural and something that can be controlled. You have to understand these elites in the world, they don't care about money. They have all the money in the world. What they care about is power and control. And really, when you have power, then they stop caring about that. Then it goes to control. Like, how much of the world can I control? Like this master being that's trying to basically play God is what they want to do. And it's a very evil, satanic system. So when I noticed in 2018, when Big Pharma really started shifting into biotech. Remember when we started hearing about biotech, tons of people were investing in biotech. What's biotech? It's technology linked to biology. Okay, that just doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't give you a good feeling when you start linking that together. So I actually, God has always put these things right in front of my face and landed them on my lap of what they're trying to do, and shown me what these dark forces, who's behind it, and what they're trying to do. And I just started getting downloads about all the stuff that was going to happen. And then the next thing you know, I would get a whistleblower contact me and tell me what they've been working on. And then another whistleblower would give me information. And then I would start looking into the studies, that what was going on, and then just listening to what Yuval Harari was saying, Klaus Schwab was saying, Bill Gates was saying, and some of the big transhumanism individuals. And so I had enough evidence in 2018 to know exactly that they were going to create a pandemic. They had already been working on nanotechnology, the next generation of nanotechnology, which they were calling mRNA vaccines, modified. They even tell, what is mRNA? Modified RNA. Like, that alone should just make people go, what the heck? Why am I going to put something that's been modified into a body that doesn't need to be modified? Because God's body doesn't need to be modified. So I came out on Alex Jones' show in 2018. And mind you, I used to be, a pretty powerful influencer. Of course, I never do this for any vested interest, for money or anything. Like, this is a mission God sent me down here to do. So, as far as like popular, I could care less if I'm like a popular person online and I have millions of people. I had over 120 million followers in 2000, from 2015 to 2018.
I remember that. I remember you being everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, that's because I did over 100 shows with Alex, because we were producing his products for him, Alex Jones. Of course, we got, John Oliver did a show on me and everything, cutting me down. It's like Washington Post, all the mainstream media tried to defame me. But you know what? I don't even care about any of that. That none of that makes any difference. What I cared about, and I told Alex this after I spent 6 months behind the scenes doing research on this, I called him up, I said, what I'm about to release on your show is going to shock the world. I'm going to tell you exactly what they're going to be doing in the next couple years. And he said, come on the show. I want to do a special. And I came on the show and I let everything out. I was like, this is what's going on behind the scenes, the biotech, the development of the lipid nanoparticle technology, the development of these bioweapons, because that's what they were classified as. So in 2018 is when I came out and I released it. This is on Alex. I said they're going to create.
We could not post this interview on YouTube. They would not allow us to do it. The full interview is available, of course, free of charge to watch in our locals community on locals, inspired.locals.com, or on our Rumble channel. And we'll put the link in the video description. And we encourage you to hop over and watch this entire interview. The transhumanist agenda is unfolding very fast, but the counter revolution, pure human revolution, and all the solutions that we need to get rid of the nanotech is also coming out. So please go over to Rumble, locals, watch the interview, share it with your friends and family. This is information that will and could save many, many lives.